In 2024, the RRC led advocacy on three key policies. First, the oil and gas bill. Second, revision to the Ministerial Regulation on gross split PSC. And the third, limited PSC extension. We made significant progress in revising the gross split PSC, securing better fiscal terms for contractors. However, progress on the oil and gas law and the PSC extension was limited, largely due to the IPA focus on the 2024 elections. Beyond our core policies, the RRC supported other committees on issues like CCS-CCUS, the Minister of Finance cap on expatriate remuneration, and regulation on foreign exchange export proceeds, or DHA. Looking ahead to 2025, our focus will be on progressing the oil and gas bill and revising the DHA regulations, which will require companies to keep more export proceeds in the country and for a longer period. We need to stay alert and continue our advocacy for the benefit of both the industry and the country. I want to express my gratitude to the RRC members, our board liaisons, board members, and the IPA Secretariat for the support in 2024. We look forward to working together in 2025 to achieve even more impactful outcomes. Thank you.
Energy transition is a big word, but what does it mean? It's more than just a buzzword. It's something really important. It's a way for us to tackle climate change and move toward a cleaner and more sustainable future. And this year, our Energy Transition Committee has led the effort to make this happen. We have done a lot, but let me highlight the three key achievements. First, regulation. This year, we shaped the Presidential Regulation on CCS. This regulation helped Indonesia lead the way in capturing and storing CO2. Second, partnership. We have signed agreement with Singapore, and we are making significant progress with Japan and South Korea. Finally, communication. We made complex topics simple through workshop, infographic, and industry-wide tips. That's 2024. Now let's talk about where we are going in 2025. In 2025, we aim to achieve even higher objectives. Our priorities are clearly defined. First, we will implement policy that ensures CCS align with international standards while protecting Indonesia's interests. Second, we will advocate for incentive and progress the bilateral agreement to strengthen Indonesia's position as global CCS hub leader. Third, we will work to engage industry like steel and petrochemical, expanding CCS into new value chain. And finally, we will inspire future leaders through public campaign, partnership, and education. These goals are ambitious, but they are also achievable with collaboration, vision, and commitment. The energy transition isn't just a challenge, it's an opportunity for Indonesia to lead and innovate. Together, we have proven that progress is possible when we work as one team. Now, let's keep that momentum going. Let's make the 2025 a transformative year for Indonesia and the region. Thank you, and let's continue making the progress together.
The Environment and Safety Committee provide input and participate in the development of policies for new and emerging issues in collaboration with other committees and regulators, with main regulatory stakeholders including the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, and SKK Migas. Some of the advocacy that we've done in 2024 is regarding challenging emission quality standards imposed by the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, such as achieving a total petroleum hydrocarbon level of 0% in drilling mud and drill cuttings in offshore drilling operations, and also the new lower CO, NOx, and SO2 emissions requirements. These are still an ongoing process, and we are working closely with SKK Migas and Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. At Ministry of Environment and Forestry request, we also provided data analysis for environmental performance in the upstream oil and gas industry that will be used for proper assessment, a national badge of honor in environmental management and commitment. We continue to support the Energy Transition Committee on the CCS-CCUS advocacy, specifically advising on environmental permitting requirements. This input is also directed to Ministry of Environment and Forestry for the revision of regulation about the scale of activities related to CCS-CCUS to define the necessary type of environmental assessment. At the 2024 IPA Convex, ESC also held the annual gathering of environmental and safety practitioners featuring 3 speakers with varied environment and safety topics. Approximately 100 people attended. For 2025, we are pleased to inform you that as approved at the IPA Special Board meeting, the Environment and Safety Committee is now changed into the Environment, Health, Safety and Security Committee, with 2 additional subcommittees which are Health and Security. We are encouraging all members to appoint their representatives and contribute to each subcommittee as we plan to continue our advocacy and engagement work in 2025, particularly ongoing advocacy for environmental and safety regulation and practices to ensure IPA members' compliance. Thank you for all support for Environment, Health, Safety and Security Committee, and we look forward to work together in 2025.
Hi everyone, my name is Redo Wawuruntu from Metro Energy, and I have been chairman of the professional division since October 2024, replacing Pak Leo from BP. I would like to express my gratitude to Pak Leo for his contribution during the past years and still need Pak Leo's support as an advisor in this division. To introduce again, the professional division is dedicated to promoting and facilitating the transfer of technical knowledge in upstream oil and gas activities, including new methodologies, techniques, and initiatives in Indonesia. Looking back in 2024, the professional division earned 486 million rupiah, mainly from publication fees through the AAPG data pages portal. Other income comes from professional and student membership fees and some additional surplus from one field trip and 3 talks. In 2025, the professional division will continue building knowledge and improving the capability and capacity of the members through training, talks, field trips, scientific publication, and support of student activities. We request your support to encourage your company to participate in 2025 professional division activities. Let us know if you have any suggestion to make IPA more beneficial to the members. Again, looking for another good year, I hope we can have and run successful program in 2025.
"2024 has been a remarkably busy year for the industry globally, and especially in Indonesia. Continued activity growth was seen across service companies and throughout the supply chain. In 2024, the Associate Members Committee and members discussed a broad range of topics, finding shared concerns and discussing potential solutions together. Safety was a top priority, especially in how we manage competence and exposure as we grow across the country with many new personnel coming into our industry for the very first time. Terms and conditions was a major focus throughout the supply chain, and the IPA Associate Members Committee allowed an open forum to discuss these shared concerns. Cash flow and ease of doing business was another area of focus, with many examples shared among the service companies on the role that digitalization could play in improving this. And at several events throughout the year, I also spoke on behalf not just of my own company, but on the shared concerns of the associate members and the hidden costs that many of these topics resulted in throughout the supply chain. As we enter 2025, in what looks to be a very different year for the industry, we do see continued activity and expanded opportunities for Indonesia, once again depending on a very healthy supply chain and service companies. The Associate Members Committee will start the year with a survey on priorities for all members. Already, we see that these top concerns continue to be on terms and conditions, ease of operation, cash flow, especially down the supply chains where the impact is most acute. A newer topic, related to the continued shift of PSC from gross split to cost recovery, circles around how we can continue to ensure access to the very latest technologies in this shifting commercial environment. As the AAMC will also be actively seeking more opportunities to regularly present together on behalf of the AMC to the regulators, the Ministry, and other stakeholders throughout 2025. Finally, I'd like to thank the IPA Associate Members Committee, all of the Associate Members Committee, and the IPA for the support, openness, and cooperation throughout 2024, and I very much look forward to 2025. Terima kasih.
Hello, I'm Kenneth. I'm representing SEM committee from IPA. In 2024, we would like to report what we do during this year, which is, of course, the one that we do is we maintain a network with relevant government stakeholders. The purpose of that, we advocate about the current regulation and the upcoming regulation. In terms of regulation, this year we discussed a lot about PTK 007. We discussed how we going to collaborate together, improve the process to make process of the procurement faster, especially for supplying the rig and also APCI in order to support the big APCI project for some of the IPA members. Why we're doing that? Because we saw the market condition about the rig scarcity and also about the big APCI player that currently is in a very tight condition. Additional to that, we also support SKK in reviewing their curriculum for the professional certification of SEM personnel. Why we doing that? Because our aim is to create a more efficient and shorter certification process. Also, after we already absent for nearly a decade, SKK Migas finally held back again the Supply Chain Summit in 2024, where the IPA Executive Director and some board members were become the prominent speaker. Discussion in that area is more to the SEM impact in the oil and gas industry, and we also integrate and discuss about how we could secure together for the rig and also for the OCTG. For 2025, of course, we're gonna continue engaging with our stakeholders at all implementation level, particularly and especially for the new PTK, because we need to ask some items that need to be clarified. Additional to that, we also planning to visit the university to promote SEM as an integral part in the oil and gas industry and also as one of the career choice.